So let's get to the next story then, huh? That one's a little heavy.
Well,
We'll go
this
to the
one's
next
good.
one.
This is a great story.
This one's called Blue Dreams Revenge. So we had kind of talked about this, I think, a few weeks ago.
Yep.
That
Quite a bit.
Back in the old days,
Yep.
marijuana seemed a little bit different.
Strains
It had
of
different
yesterday.
bits of it too. So they're trying to bring them all back. Renewed interest in classic old school strains. So what happened is, obviously, over the years, they started breeding and crossbreeding marijuana to raise the amount of THC. But all of the other things, the terpenes and the flavors and all those they sort of kind of went to the wayside. But there's renewed interest in it. And geneticists and the people out there doing all the breeding, they're trying to bring it all back. And this is pretty cool.
And there's elements of the old school genetics, while they don't carry the THC percentages, and they're not these over the top wild flavors like peanut butter breath and shit that we're going to smoke tonight. You know what I mean?
Yep.
It's where things started. It's where the hybrids started, right? They all can, go back to
the lineage.
It's what got people interested in marijuana in the first place.
And then when you see the comments that we read over the last couple of weeks for some of the stories that we've done on the strains of yesterday, I mean, I can't imagine any of this. It sounds like the market's still in place, ready to go. They would like it. If it's done properly, they would like to have that.
I would love to have it back.
Me too. And I will also tell you that we have a very OG type of strain coming in this Thursday night. For our Christmas special. I'm not even going to say what it is, but
I can't wait.
This shit's got lineage. Okay. And it's not a bastardized hybrid. It's got lineage. And so we'll let Pat tell the whole thing and whatnot.
So one of the things they're saying about this, though, is that so many modern strains, they feel very similar. When you go into you see it all the time. You go into the dispensary, and people will look into the counter, and there's like 10 different things, and all they really care about is how much THC is in this one, how much THC is in this one. And the barista, the barista? Anyhow.
Bud tender.
Bud tender. That's it.
Thank you. I was letting him hang himself.
Yeah.
I was going, barista. And then he goes, oh, barista. And then we both at the same time go, bud tender.
You should both stream dumbass at the same time. Anyhow.
That's okay. We were letting it go.
Yeah, thank you.
We had fun with it.
He might know, well, this strain does such and such, and this has got more of a taste, and this makes you sleepy, and this makes you whatever. But it's not the same as it was, right? And to the average consumer, they're really just thinking, okay, one puts me to sleep, one makes me feel creative, one's got this much THC, and one's got that much THC. But there's so much of the vagueness,
Yeah,
little things, right?
There's different smells back in the day.
Right.
There's all types of different characteristics, and just because it doesn't have 32% THC, the fact is you're still gonna feel it, and it's gonna do something that's different than what you may be already expecting. And so, and if it's nothing more, man, it's a way for people to take a step back in time and see what it was like. Maybe you don't like it. Maybe you do like it. I don't know, but you start off.
Gotta try it.
Yeah,
I think one of the things now is a better time to do it because with all the competition, prices are lower. When the prices were high, hey, you're not taking a risk. You need to know.
Exactly.
But now the things are a little cheaper. Hey, let me go ahead and get this one with a lower THC. Haven't tried it before,
could
but
be
it sounds
like that.
interesting.
I don't
But
know
it's
if it'll
got a
be
cool
cheaper or
effect.
not.
No.
Maybe it would. Maybe it won't be. I doubt it's going to be cheaper.
No. When I'm talking about overall, prices are cheaper.
Right.
So now, instead of spending $45, $50 for an eighth, you're spending $25 or $20. You can afford a mistake.
Yeah.
Yeah, and listen, I think it's a way to step back in time to just kind of see what things were like before, man. Just like what was this weed like that people smoked back in the day?
I like to make the correlation though for like alcohol. So you've got a wine, a box of wine that you'll drink on a Tuesday, because that's my Tuesday night box of wine. But Saturday night, you've got friends coming over. You're going to buy a $25 or $30 bottle of wine because that's a nice bottle of wine. It's going to taste different.
Right.
It's going to feel different.
Right.
You're going to feel interesting about it. It's the same thing for marijuana. It could be the same thing for
And then
marijuana.
there's the whole element of the old is new, right? So retro
Nostalgia.
everything.
Yeah.
And
Right,
NFL does retro uniforms, and companies
Right.
like Pepsi go back and do retro packaging.
Yeah.
And everybody does retro. And so when you can take retro back to an original that's not a package and it's not a concept, and it's simply taking a product and a plant back to its kind of lineage, its original form, I think that's badass.
Yeah, and it's a marker for the people who are older. That was their thing when they were growing up. So
Yeah.
of course they want to see.
We got
it.
what do we got? Harlem on the phone?
Uh-oh.
Oh,
There he is.
Smack. What's going on?
There he is.
What's up, my brother? Good. What you up to, my man?
Is this the Harlem Reporter live right here? Okay.
All right, so here's the deal. 3 minutes. The reason Harlem's calling in is because he was supposed to come to my house for Thanksgiving. And then we in the process of trying to coordinate it, he didn't like the way I coordinated, so he put the hammer down, didn't come, and then he didn't talk to me till afterwards.
Cold.
So Harlem, what did I get right or wrong? So basically, he didn't like the way I did it. What I was trying to do was I was checking out to see if one of my kids would swing by the station to grab him and his daughter. And then I did tell him on the phone, listen, let me check with them first. If I can't get that, I'll just get the Uber and we'll be fine. We'll be good. But he didn't like that. He needed me to tell him, huh? Listen, you got 3 kids driving around. You got 3 kids driving around in cars and shit. That's expensive, man. Like that's not a freebie, man. That's like that's called utilizing the resources. Man, I made
I'm siding with the Harlem Reporter, man. You know what I mean? The Harlem Reporter need to know his shit is right.
I had all kinds of good food for Harlem. He would have had a really good time. He'd have been drinking wine. You know the food would have been good. You know that shit would have been good. Man. Man. So Harlem called me. He called me the other day. I said, stop. I said, stop talking. We should deal with this on the air. And
Yes.
yeah.
We got to see this. We're going to settle this one.
Dirty laundry.
Listen, I was all about the Uber. I was just checking first to see if my kids could swing by and grab him. I thought that would be better service. I was worried about making sure he got to my spot in the best possible way. And he didn't like how I handled it. That's it. I needed to make a call.
What the fuck is that?
I needed to make a call. It wasn't about the 20. It wasn't about the 20. Man.
Bruh. Bruh.
All right. Listen, did you hey Harlem? Listen, did you know that our Christmas special's Thursday? What are you around? I might. I'll tell. Well, you. All right. Well, you check that schedule, and I will tell everybody that if you guys haven't seen the Harlem Reporter Christmas special, I don't know what year. That shit is maybe. Yeah, I think what we'll do is, you know what? We'll play that going live. We'll play that going into the show, our show.
During the 15-minute countdown?
We can do that or something. We'll do something like that. But yeah, that. All right,
Yo, Harlem Reporter, baby.
Harlem Reporter
Stay
in the
well,
house.
buddy.
Yep, there you go. All right, brother. Well, how do you like that, man? Technology worked, bro.
Yeah.
Man, Harlem got time for us, man. He working, you know what I mean? Fit us in and everything.
Yep.
You know what I mean? That boy,
That
he
was
that
nice
boy.
of him to do that.
Man, you think we
You
could
that
take?
bull.
You think we could take a phone call like that in production, huh?
You know what I'm saying?
I work
Live on the air.
pretty good, huh?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Stepping this shit up here, man.
Audio sounded a little,
A little low.
a little
We'll have to see.
like it was on a walkie-talkie almost, but that might have been his phone.
It could have been his phone. It may get broadcasted a little clearer than actually we hear it.
Okay.
That's a possibility. Shit's all new, Bill.
Yeah,
We don't know. We don't
It's
know.
a brave new world we're in. It's a
Yeah,
brave new world.
exactly. So, guys, I kind of knew we were going to get interrupted at some point. I just didn't know when. I forgot to even say something, and then Jeff.
That was perfect.
Jeff tells
Yeah.
me in my ear, we got to, Harlem's.
What? You don't tell Harlem when to call in.
Nah, you don't. Yeah, we love this motherfucker. We're working on getting Harlem back here full time, back in his show. If you haven't seen the Harlem Reporter, I'm telling you, go over to his channel, check it out. He is one funny motherfucker.
He be wild.
Should we put a link up? Can we put a link up?
We can't do it now because
No, not right now,
I
yeah.
wasn't prepared, but yeah, I mean we'll talk about Harlem on the Christmas special because he's got and he also did he did a famous Black Friday special. We did Harlem Goes to Lancaster. There's a lot of stuff that's happened. He went to visit the Amish people.
Nice.
It's precious. It really is. So anyway, I'm sorry to
great.
interrupt the news, Bill.
No, that's fine. We're at our last story here. Well, just on the Blue Dreams Revenge, the last thing to mention here is that we should expect to see more classic strains coming back and fewer random names, which is an interesting thing, right? So
Fewer random names.
Random
more
names.
more of
They
the,
done ran out of names.
yeah, well,
That's what happened.
You did?
but you know what it is?
No,
like,
no,
I mean, basically, they
Yeah.
did, yeah.
all the pot's kind of becoming the same, right? It's all being sort of washed out, and it's the same. So all they can do is really come up with an interesting name for it, right?
Yeah.
To
Well, the name
differentiate
is
one thing
marketing.
to
The
another.
name is brings you in.
Right, but what we wanted to get back to is the actual products are different.
Right.
So you can expect it. And yeah, that's that for that story.
Cool.
Yeah.
I'm all with that story a lot.
I'm looking forward to this. It's going to be fun.
Yeah, I can't wait for the old strains to come back, done properly.